Hey, I just want you to close your eyes and imagine this with me. Imagine you're in a deep sleep and you're dreaming about Sonic 4, just like any other Sonic fan at this point. The Metal Sonic that we're going to get in this movie is going to be ripped straight out of the OVA. Interactions between him and Sonic are going to be ripped out of the OVA as well. Everything that we watch from the OVA is going to be on the big screen. Metal Sonic's quiet and intimidating personality is going to be on the big screen in 2027. Then bam! You wake up and realize it was just a dream. Bummer. But yeah, that's really what we're here to talk about today. I've been thinking about this all day long, and this is the Metal Sonic that I really literally dream of on a day-to-day basis, that I hope that we receive in 2027. Now, first and foremost, if you have not seen the Sonic OVA, go watch it. The entire movie's on YouTube. Just go watch it. It's about 54 minutes and a couple seconds. Go watch it. I'll leave a link to the video in the description below so you can go find it. Go watch it so you can understand what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, if you haven't seen it, click out of this video right now, go watch it, and then come back. But if you have seen it, let's move on. All right, well, this topic has been talked about for quite some time. Should Metal Sonic have a voice? I'm still on board with no. I really don't want him to have a voice because, I mean, really? You can say a lot just by body language. In the OVAs, Metal Sonic didn't even have much dialogue, and you could still understand what his motive was. He was going to do everything in his power to be better than Sonic. He was convinced that he was the real Sonic. And I think in Sonic CD, I think his main motive was just to beat Sonic, but in the OVA, I think his motive is to kill Sonic. I'm not too sure because Robotnik actually told him to kill Sonic, but I don't know. I highly hope that is the case in Sonic 4. I really hope whoever's behind Metal Sonic in this movie wants him to kill Sonic. I hope Paramount has the balls to add that in there because, I mean, we all know this is going to be a PG movie. Please add this in there. That's one of the things that I dream of. His motive is to kill Sonic, not just to beat him in a race, not just to be the superior Sonic, to kill Sonic. It's actually kind of funny now that I think about it. There was a guy a while back that got triggered when I said I wanted Amy to be kidnapped. Let's see if this triggers him. But anyway, yeah, personality-wise, I really hope they take the inspiration from the OVA because that was probably the best version of Metal Sonic we have ever gotten. Now, what about their first encounter? Sonic and Metal Sonic, yeah. The first encounter is something that I think about every single day. But it's kind of hard because they've already had their first encounter. So I don't know how this is really going to play out, but let's go ahead and just open up our imagination. Sonic and Metal Sonic are face to face for the first time. Metal Sonic is mimicking every single movement that Sonic is doing. Everything that Sonic is doing as far as turning his head, moving his hand, moving his foot, Metal Sonic is doing it as if Sonic was looking into a mirror. There's no music. Metal Sonic doesn't need to have any dialogue. It will be fantastic and it'll be creepy and it'll set the tone for Metal Sonic's character. I honestly hadn't even made a final decision when it comes to Metal Sonic's voice because I really don't want him to have a voice, but if he's gonna have a voice, one thing that I have an idea that he could do is to, throughout the movie, learn how to speak like he is basically recording Sonic's voice and using it for himself. So it's basically like Ben Schwartz is going to be voicing Metal Sonic, but you know, obviously he's going to sound like a robot, of course, but it's going to sound distorted. It's going to sound like he is trying to process what Metal Sonic is saying and try to make it into words. You know, I really feel like I'm draining the life out of the OVA, to be honest. I'm just trying to help you imagine the perfect Metal Sonic, in my opinion. What about the fight sequence? I have played this multiple times in my head on how it's going to go, and it's just hard to narrow down one perfect fight style that these two are going to have. Like right off the bat, one thing that I would love to see is both of them lock hands mid-fight like they did in the those Sonic Colors animated shorts. Remember that? That'd be cool. Or sit here and have them throw hands like Super Sonic and Super Shadow did in Sonic 3. And then for the climax of the fight, you see both of them slam into each other at top speeds, head to head, and you hear Sonic say the most famous and unforgettable line in the entire Sonic franchise.
You might know everything I'm gonna do, but that's not gonna help you since I know everything you're gonna do. Strange, isn't it?
That is really my second favorite line that Sonic has ever said, right up underneath the Sonic 06 line from the intro. Remember that? Yeah, that was cool.
That's a pretty snazzy performance there.
So cool that I even had Jason Griffith write it down as a quote that I wanted written next to his autograph. What about a race? I absolutely truly believe there's going to be a race between these two in this movie. And one thing that I really hope that they give Sonic his figure 8 technique. Please give Sonic his figure 8 technique. Man, I don't know. I feel like it would look weird on movie Sonic. I don't know, because it's kind of hard to explain, but bottom line, I really want him to have his figure 8 technique in this movie. I don't know, I'm kind of mixed emotions about that, because I really don't think it would look right. I think the only time it looks right is when it's hand-drawn animation. I don't know. I can't really think of anything else at the top of my head right now, but one thing for sure is that if they're going to sit here and duke it out and throw hands, I want it to get to a point where Sonic is literally beat down to the point where all hope seems lost and Metal Sonic seems to be on top. But then Shadow makes his grand entrance. Everyone in the theater is cheering. Shadow the Hedgehog is here. Keanu Reeves, just to get his ass handed to him. Nah, but seriously though, like I really want it to be where Sonic is literally on his last leg. Like like I had said, all hope seems lost. Type shit. Wow, is that what the kids are saying nowadays? Anyway, I know this was like a brief explanation, but this is just something that I've been dreaming of. It's something that I'm really, really praying for. So my question for you is, what version of Metal Sonic do you want to see in this movie? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about these sort of things. Now, y'all have a great night. Stay safe and be great, and we are officially out.